live or not.
Huh.
You want me to check? Because I got the notification saying you were going live.
Well, I'm supposed to be going live, but on my end it shows I'm not going live. But yeah, let me know. I'd love to know.
Let me check on that. Okay.
You don't see it? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. It's not happening. All right. All right, everyone. I want you guys to see the girls here. Let's see who's here. Oh, don't unplug that. Oh, don't unplug that. All right, everyone. Welcome. I'm going to mute you because there's feedback. All right, there we go. Okay, well, let's get rocking and rolling. We're going to start with some recognition, like we always like to start. Let me get my flapper. Then we'll get your clappers ready, your cheering hands ready. And so we are doing recognition for, let's see, there's still some outside noise. Okay, we're doing recognition for the week of May. Hold on, let me pull it up here. The week of May 19th. Nope, that's wrong. May 12th. May 12th through the 18th. The 12th through the 18th is what we're recognizing for. So the week ending May 18th. And we are recognizing those who saw faces, either in person or virtual. I know our new consultants haven't had any activity yet, but, right? Audrey's first party is Saturday, so she's going to have some faces on Saturday. And so the 12th through the 18th. So if you saw any faces, if you're in-house, stand up. If you're online, put it in the chat. We want to see who saw some faces, whether it was virtual or in person. Put it in the chat. We want to see. And if you can come on camera, we would love to see those of you who are on Zoom. If you could join us on camera, we'd really love to see you. All right, Daisy saw 8. Wow, congratulations, Daisy. Deandra saw 2. Brand new consultant, just barely got her starter kit and saw 2 faces. Congratulations, Deandra. How many? 2. All right, what's that? 2. I thought, oh no, that would be Sunday. I don't get to count Sunday. Nope, never mind. Mine don't count till next week. All right. So anyone else faces, put it in the chat. And when you're seeing faces, hopefully you're making some green, right? You're averaging maybe $50 to $100 a face. So stand up if you sold any product. Oh, Yvette saw 2 faces. Congratulations to you, Yvette. Okay. So you sold any product at all this last week. Yay. Okay, awesome. People are standing. They're gonna put it in the chat. So if you sold $50, stay standing. $50 and $100, stay standing. And $200. All right, congratulations, ready. And $250, $300. Come on down. 300 or more is a star week. Come on down. Okay, people are putting it in the chat. Okay, so 300 in sales. So 350, step forward. 400, step back. Where's the 500? You're at 400. 400, 450, forward. No, okay. All right, so stay here. I want you to tell her, come closer so they can see you and hear you. So, all right. Well, we'll go over that in a second. So, how much in sales?
447.
447. And how did you do it?
2 faces and a reorder.
2 faces and a reorder.
Yeah.
So, do you know how much just came from your faces?
Yes, because the reorder was 80 even. So whatever that is.
Yeah, so over $100 a face.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She's like, oh yeah, I always do more than $100 a face. I love it. Give it to me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that is a pro. So if you guys ever want to learn how to work online and virtual, she really has mastered that. And your faces were virtual, right? Yep. And did you do so that pack? You know what? Come back up here and share that because I want them to hear too. Sorry. Okay. So she's going to share a tip because we love to learn from our consultants. So how do you work virtually?
Okay. So typically it's like either have vendor event and I have names, or it's just people that I know on Facebook. That's the most common way for me.
Yeah.
I send them a private message and I have it all written out. So I literally copy and paste it, change the name every time. I change the season. I change a couple of emojis, but it's the same question. it's letting them know my goal and asking if I sent them some samples if they'd be willing to try them. And then there's kind of a contagion of conversation. Again, it's all saved. Like I have it on my boards app. I can share it at any time. And then they say yes, I tell them the next step. They say yes, I tell them the next step. And essentially, I'm finding out what their face type is. I send them a package of the new miracle set, and then we book a time and we do it over
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whichever. I mean, it really doesn't matter because some people are kind of anti-Facebook, some people are anti-Zoom, some people, so
Yeah.
I just figure I'm in sales, so however they want to do it, then
That's
we
right,
have
do it.
Yes, just like, oh, how do you want to pay me? Well, do you take it? Yes,
I take it off.
yes, I take it off.
So let me ask you, so you're sending them the new miracle set. Are you sending the microdermabrasion too?
Yes. And here's my thought pattern on that, because I think that we're in this to make money.
Yep.
And I know that if you try the microdermabrasion, you will purchase it. If you try the charcoal mask, you'll purchase it once.
Yep.
And I want repeat business. So I completely wiped out the whole charcoal mask thing. I mean, I can send them a sample with their order.
Yeah.
But microdermabrasion is where it's at. So I end up selling them the ultimate miracle set.
Yeah. Ultimate miracle
Yeah.
set, which is one. What is that?
I don't know, I was gonna say 180 something.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, 116 plus 58, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, 116 plus 58,
right.
which is better than 116 plus a charcoal mask is $26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's literally, for
It
me,
lasts
it has
for-
been a one-time sale so often.
Well, think about it. The charcoal mask lasts forever.
Yes.
So unless they have multiple people using the charcoal mask,
Right,
it lasts forever.
right.
And the microdermabrasion
Does not.
does not. And they're in the shower when they use that, they tend to be a little more generous. They use that on other parts of their body.
That's right.
Not just their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want them using that on their body.
And once they've started using it, they don't ever want to be off of it.
That's
So
true.
they always reorder. Yeah.
So your samples, do you mail that in a regular envelope with a non-machinable mailing stamp?
I do not use the non-machinable. What I found is that if I have a trifold, and so I lay everything out so it's kind of standing up and down this way, and then it's inside the trifold, and then it's in a regular business envelope. And
Regular stamp,
I was gonna say, I think I've been putting 2 stamps on it.
2 stamps,
Mhm.
and it doesn't get squished if it goes in the roller thing? Doesn't, people don't
I
get
think it's
exploded
because-
samples?
Well, I think it's because I have them up and down and it goes to the roller this way.
Ah,
And there's built-in air
yeah.
for like something to go through the middle of it.
Can you do us a favor?
Yes,
When you come back next time,
yes,
can you bring one to show?
yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
and can you share your script?
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
Who would like us that script? Put in the chat if you want her script here. Anyone like this script? Okay, so we're gonna share it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yep, please share the script. Yep, everyone say me, 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 me. Okay, fantastic. Love the idea. She's really mastered the online, and online is not for everyone, but it is for people who are busy and confined to home, like Sandy. So it'd be a great thing to do. Okay. All right, let me go back down here. Oh, Sierra needs to be let in. All right, so let's go back down. Let me see who else had some sales. I know there were some other sales here. Okay, so let's go down. All right, so we had Yvette Yanes Lita, congratulations. Had 327. You know what? I need to make someone else an administrator. Daisy, can I make you an administrator so you can let people in? Because I can't do it all. So thank you. I'm gonna make you a co-host so you can let people in. Thank you. Okay. Pat Prince, 329. Congratulations, Pat. And Daisy, 588. Okay. All right. So Daisy is our queen. I'm going to pin her to the center. And Daisy, we'd love for you to share, what did you do to have 588 in sales?
Hi, ladies. I wanted to be there, but we had a family issue, so I had to stay home.
Okay.
But I had a party of 7 ladies, And then I'm sorry, 8. It was 8 ladies. And then I also followed up with some of the ladies I did for, some of you know Ashley. She does Camp Gladiator. She was a director under Valerie. And so I honored women on Mother's Day. And so I followed up with one of the girls. Well, she actually messaged me with her order. And so it was just one order and one party of 7.
Wow. So one order and one party of 7 led to 588 in sales.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do the math. Our queen is 588. She makes 50% profit, so that's 294. And how many hours, Daisy, would you say that you worked?
Well, that party was an hour drive for me. So it was an hour drive to her house, hour back. That's 2 hours. Plus doing the party was an hour and a half. So that's, I'll round it up to 4 hours.
Okay, 4 hours. That's still 70 through 50 an hour. Does anyone make 70 through 50 an hour at your job? No. Anyone? Nobody? Nobody? Okay. Well, a long night. Her and I, Daisy and I talk every morning. We do a coaching call, and she was like, "Girl," I'm like, "I get it," but there were some things to learn. And actually, Daisy, do you want to share just one of the tips that you learned? What to do when people show up late? This is a great tip because we've all been there, right? Like, oh wait, two more people are coming, and what do? Like, do you wait? Do you keep going? Like, so Daisy, what are you going to do from now on when people are late?
I can reschedule them and just let them sit back and watch. I did take my daughter, so Colin did do the satin hands for me after, so that way it entertains the rest of them while I'm closing out. Because there was so many already running late to where I still waited. I still did the courtesy for her to wait for the other ones. But the ones that were late didn't buy. So next time I'll go ahead and reschedule them and just be like, hey, you know what? I know you're late, but you can still mingle. You can get yourself some food. We'll do sign hands at the end. And then we'll get together so that way I can go ahead and schedule you your own VIP facial. So that's pretty much how I'll word it. But yeah, that party was an hour drive over there, hour drive home. So that's my tip. Reschedule the ones that come in late and go ahead and honor the ones that are already there.
And you may not, I mean, so here's a thought. And yes, I agree with that. I mean, I gave Daisy that, we talked about that. So how I've handled that in the past is when they arrive late, like if people are, when we're ready to start, restart. And so, and they're like, well, we got 2 more coming. I'll have their trays filled and ready to go. But when they come in, I'll incorporate them. But you want to definitely honor the people that are on time, right? And my motto is love the ones you're with. So they're there, they deserve the VIP treatment. And those that are late, you know, it's almost rewarding them for being late because some people are just habitually late all the time, right? And so what I even remember specifically one time the guest came and we were literally done with the skincare. We were all done with skincare. We were moving on the 5-minute phase. And so I just said, I am so glad we came. I'm going to let you play with what's in here, but we're not going to start over because we're already done with skincare. So, but here's how I worded it. You word it so that they don't feel bad or anything like, but you're going to get your own private session with me. So at the end, I'll schedule that with you. And so, and then they felt okay about it. Or if they get there and you're on one of the steps, they just do it on their arm. Maybe they don't even start on their face like everybody else. They could do it on their arm. I've had people buy skincare just from trying it on the arm. And then you can try the CC cream in the opposite shade. So like on me, you would use very light CC cream, or on someone very light, you would use deep CC cream. And just so they can see, even though that's not their color, how it blends in so nicely. And on the arm that had no skincare, it's like, it doesn't blend in that nicely. It leaves a big old blotch. And so they can see the difference that skincare makes, even just trying it on their arm. So it was a good thing. And we learn as we go, right? I mean, Daisy's been doing this quite a long time, and that was a kind of a first for her. So that's how we learn. You learn through doing, right? Oh, lucky. Yeah, Lizette says you're lucky. Because a lot of us experience that right away. Way to go, Daisy. Oh, okay, so Daisy's our queen. Make it the crowd. Here you go, Daisy. All right. So Daisy, let's see. I know you like business tools. So I have some more of these boxes or some more of these boxes for gift giving. Or I have a pack of summer lookbooks. What would you like to have? Lookbooks? Okay, she said lookbooks. All right, throwing them in my bag for you. Gotcha. All right, and now Queen of sharing. So if you shared the Mary Kay opportunity with anyone, stand up if you're in-house or online, put it in the chat. Who is sharing the Mary Kay story with anyone? All right, let's do it. And online, who shared the business with someone? Oh, Daisy shared the business with 7 people. Go, girl. Go, girl. Yes. All right. And then we have some new team members. So Sierra's new team member is on tonight. Deandra, she's not sure. Oh, and Deandra shared the Mary Kay opportunity with 2 people. Deandra, brand new consultant, just on her starter kit. I love it. You know what I love? I love a consultant that gets her stuff and like already did her first facial. She's like, I'm just doing it, right? I love it. Like, it's like Lizette said, the only way to do it is just hop in there and do it. And the first one might be like the ugly first pancake you made. You know, the one that doesn't brown real good, doesn't raise real good. Maybe the griddle's not hot enough yet, but it can only get better from there. Yeah. So I love it. Congratulations, Deandra. All right. So, Letty, come on down because you had a new team member. And Sierra, was it this week? Was it on Mother's Day that Deandra signed, or was it the week before? It was the 5th, right? I think it was the 5th. But we will meet your new team member because I think I remember saying last because last week I gave you the option of the yes. So we did recognize her as queen. Yes. Okay. Just want to make sure I did. Yes. Okay. So our queen, come to see you. You're hiding. Okay. So I had a new team member, and so did Letty. And Letty's new team member signed at the breakfast. Yes. So congratulations. And we get your stash. So Letty, tell us, because you actually had a couple of guests invited. Yes. And one came. And so just tell us, like, what was your thought process or why you chose to share with them? I would love for you to share.
Okay. That. Well, honestly, that was actually my first breakfast. I had never been to a Breakfast of Champions. Yeah, I had never been. And I wanted to, well, I felt like I've been trying to talk to my friend Diana for a long time because she's a really good friend of mine. And I really think it would be beneficial for her. And so I just invited her to breakfast and she said, if I get to spend time with you, I'm coming. I said, okay, great. And then I also invited another lady that I used to work with. And she's also one that's been trying to come to events, but something always comes up, which is fine. And she was a last minute, like, I just woke up late and I can't make it kind of thing. So I was like, okay. But Diana came and Diana just loved the energy. She said she like was smiling the whole time. And basically she was like, I want that. Like whatever it is, I want that. So, she was just telling me how stressed out she is at work. She was saying that, I guess the speaker talked about how she had like her esophagus kind of closed up because she was so stressed out. And Diana said that she's been kind of experiencing something like that, like because she's so stressed. Wow. And so, yeah, that's what it was. But
wow. Well, so that's a great plug. Oh, yes. Thank you. There you go. And your prize, I'm not like pick up. So
I'm just trying to get everybody to events.
Yeah, you know what? That's so smart. I can't agree with you more because events are really good. It's like one thing for you to share with someone, but the breakfast and the events just really, and we're going to find out from Audrey because Audrey came to an event. She's been to 2 events. So when Audrey comes up here, but events really are so good in painting a bigger picture. It gives them more of an eagle view of what it's all about instead of such a small view. Like a party is a great place to share the opportunity, but they're just seeing that little thick piece. And so having them come to a bigger event, I think is so very, very powerful. Like I always leave like, I already signed up again. Sign me up again. Can I sign up again? So, all right. So what I have here, this is a book that's been signed by Nationals. Feel the fear and do it anyway. We have boxes that are obviously a business tool if you want a little bling bling. I got these cosmetic trays that are magnetic, that are great display cases.
I did the book.
The book.
Yes, I'm trying to
Grow. Feed your
myself,
mind.
feed my mind.
Yes.
Thank you.
And now she's gonna take another picture. All right, let me see the comments
I know
here.
this is a good one. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes, feel the fear and do it anyway.
That's what I am.
Yeah. Come on down, Audrey. We're gonna meet our new consultants. And Deandra, I don't know if it's possible for you to come online as far as your voice or your face, but we would love to pin you, but I don't know if that's possible. So Sierra, I'm gonna have you first just tell us a little bit about your new team member, like just why she's so special to you, because I know you guys go way back. And so if you could just share that about Deandra, and then we'll see if she can come on camera or on voice anyway.
Okay, so Deandra, but I call her Dee Dee. We go back from whenever I moved to Jordanton. I was going into 8th grade, and she was
Aw.
one of the people that befriended me right away. And I would go over to her house all the time. I practically live with her. And we just, she's a great person. We tend to feed off each other's vibes. She's absolutely a great person, and life happens and we kind of gone our separate ways, and we try to think like what caused us not to like talk for a while, because it's actually been a little while and we couldn't remember. And we had lost a close friend of ours, a dear friend, to cancer, and she's a little bit younger than us. And so, she was telling me that, she had a dream and that she was scared and that she didn't know why we didn't talk, and that she missed me. She really missed me. And so I said, well, I don't remember either, but like, let's just pick up where we left off. And so we just started talking again, and it felt like we just picked up, and she's just a great person. She's working really hard. Trying to get her to go back to school. She wants to get her master's in criminal justice. And I said, girl, you got this. You got this. And so I was telling her about that. She's my first party I went to. And so I was really nervous, but it was okay because, she was going to be there. She wasn't going to give me a hard time. So yeah, she's just a great person. And I love her vibe. We go work out together. We kind of try to do everything together. And she's just a very special person to me. And that's the kind of people that I want on my team, because we're going to be there for each other no matter what, and that's why. And she decided to sign up with me again. So.
Well, yeah, congratulations. That makes me think about, because sometimes I hear consultants say, I don't have a lot of friends. There are people I used to be friends with, or people that I know on Facebook, and we hesitate to reach out to old friends or people maybe that we haven't talked to in a while. But sometimes it feels so good to reconnect those friendships, right? You never know until you reach out to those people. Like, oh yeah, I really missed that in my life. I mean, you can never have too many connections, I think, or friends. I mean, the world's a lonely place. So, Deandra, I don't know if you're able to are you able to unmute or anything like that? I know she said she wasn't sure how her interconnect. There she is.
Let me try.
Yep, we can hear you. Well, I would love for, there's your daughter. So I'd love for you to just share with everyone really quick, what had you say yes?
Wants to be on camera with me.
That's totally fine. So what had you say yes to the Mary Kay opportunity, and what do you want to get out of your Mary Kay business? Can you hear me okay?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What had you say yes?
Yes.
To your Mary Kay business?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What had you say yes to your Mary Kay business, and what would you want to get out of your business?
Whenever Sierra did the facial, I remembered how much I love the product.
Mhm.
And, because we used to sell it a long time ago, and I just wanted to get back into it and try to make extra money.
Okay. Yes, and Deandra shared with me, she's going back to school and she's having to foot that bill herself. And if you're ever worked on a higher degree, education degree, right? I know Audrey knows this too. That comes out of your own pocket, right? Yeah. So, well, welcome. And let's stand over here so they can see us. So this is Audrey. And yeah. And so Audrey and I met because you serve at Summit, our church. We serve on the prayer team together. And I always liked her. And I sometimes struggle with sharing my business with people at church, right? Because I don't want to be like, that. I don't want people to think I'm using my position or what I do on the team to benefit my business. But I mean, so when we kind of developed a relationship anyway, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to invite her to something because we connected anyway. So I invited her to Beauty Escapes about a month ago, and she came and she brought hers. Well, I say your sister-in-law, but
Girlfriend-in-law.
your girlfriend-in-law, and they both sold products. And then we scheduled a second appointment, and I was like, and then we had dinner together just as friends, and I was like, I really like her. I want her on my team. And I invited her to the breakfast. And so the rest is history. So Audrey, I'm gonna let you share with everyone what had you say yes to Mary Kay and what you want to get out of your business.
So, when we had dinner and we were talking, Valerie was like, this is Mary Kay, it's just another opportunity for you to minister to people. And so that was something where I was like, that's amazing, like being able to talk and connect with someone on that level, on a meaningful level, like, hey, let's talk about makeup and skincare. But by the way, how are you feeling today? Share with you hope, love, joy, kind of thing like that. The other side of it is going to the breakfast event. I was sharing with Valerie earlier. I was like, I grew up with two brothers, no sisters. So it was I was a guy girl. And so, when I went to college, it was very non-traditional. I had to work full time. I was a single mom working and just didn't get a chance to do like the whole sorority thing, which I've always wanted to do because again, brothers.
Right.
So going to the breakfast, it was like such a sisterhood. Like it was like, man, like, I love the energy. I love how everyone kind of just had each other's back, even though, I'm sure not everyone was on a, personal connection, but it was still very much that sisterhood feeling. And I was like, I want that. I want, that's something I wanted when I was going through college or whatever. And so I was like, this is awesome. I want it. Let's do it.
So welcome to your Mary Kay family, Deandra and Audrey both. And the other thing I wanted to add about Audrey is, over dinner, we have just our friend dinner. She told me how she's serving in a school as a mentor. And that how she was pouring belief into these young girls because they didn't believe in themselves, like that they could do their work or that their math was hard or this class was hard. And I was like, wow. I said, gosh, if we got all young girls at that age, by the time they grow up to be women, they'll be more confident. I said, I get to do that with women, but the women that I deal with are over 18 and, they're older. And so we've had more time to have that low self-esteem, or it takes longer for us to come out of it because we've spent so much of our lives there. And what a beautiful thing to catch them while they're young and be able to breathe belief into them and confidence into them. I thought, yeah. So now I know I like her so much, right? Okay. All right. So we're going to do your oath. I have your pin right here. And so Deandra, I know Sierra will get you your pin and then but we both can do your oath. So come on over here. I promise I won't poke you. I want your sweater. And I'm too hot to wear my jacket.
Oh, I'm getting warm right now too.
This is hot. Okay, and this is your congratulations, but I actually have an oath for both of you to say. And everyone in the room, you can say it with Audrey so she doesn't feel awkward to have to say it by herself. Okay. We are a brand with a purpose.
We are a brand with a purpose,
Built by a woman for women.
built by a woman for women.
Opportunity is what we create.
Opportunity is what we create.
Beauty is what we sell.
Beauty is what we sell.
And hope is what we give back.
And hope is what we give back.
We believe in the empowerment of women.
We believe in the empowerment of women,
And everything we do
and everything we do
is with a desire
is with a desire
to help them feel beautiful,
to help them feel beautiful,
both inside and out,
both inside and out,
and create personal relationships
and create personal relationships
like no other brand can.
like no other brand can.
My photog.
Ready? 1, 2. Got it.
All right. Yay. Welcome. Welcome, Deandra. Hope you said your oath to yourself. All right, let me scroll down so I can see the comments. More comments. Oh, thank you, Daisy. All right, that's okay. No worries, Deandra. She said her internet's bad. No worries. No worries. No worries. Okay, so speaking of breakfast, let me go ahead and talk about this now. Because the breakfast is so powerful, you guys. It really is a powerful event. And so this is the last breakfast for the Mary Kay year, because there will not be one in July. There will not be one in August. So the next breakfast won't be until September. So there is a really quick turnaround from this breakfast, last breakfast to the next one, but it's June the 8th. So is that the first Saturday in June? Let me see. It's the second Saturday in June. Okay. So registration is already open. It is $25 a ticket. But like I coached you all, well, I bought Audrey's because she bought me dinner. But you know, like Letty, I coached Letty to have her guests pay her, and they did. And sure enough, one of her guests was a no-show. And so, you know, that's a good thing that guest paid for her own ticket, because if she missed, oh well, that's her money, right? But if it's your $50, you're sitting there, you can't even enjoy the breakfast because you're so mad that you were out $50 for breakfast, okay? So just don't even do that to yourself. Charge them the $25. And the same happened to Daisy. One of Daisy's guests paid her the $25 and she didn't show either. And I'm like, what? Man, if I paid $25, I'd have to really be sick to miss, because I don't throw away $25. But it's June 8th, and the speaker, her name is Veronica Haiba. And just FYI, a little bit about her. She is an elite executive senior sales director. She's built consultants in Mexico, the US, Canada, and one other country. I don't know if it was Colombia, Peru, somewhere like that. And she has like 30 directors. So she has enough, but because she has some of them out of the country, to be recognized as a national sales director in the US, you have to have 20 in the US. So that's why she's still building. But she is Latina, but she does speak English. So it will be, she might say a few things bilingual in Spanish, but it will be an English event. And it's at Embassy Suites. So it's open now, and the registration closes on June 3rd. June 3rd. So mark that down in your calendar. And Embassy Suites, yep. On the Bronco, the Burke City base? Yeah, Burke City base, same place, same time, yep. Okay, let's see, what else? Okay. Oh, Daisy said she ate her breakfast. Good for you, Daisy. Daisy got double breakfast. You should have got a second one. Yeah. You should have said, there's another girl coming. Yeah. Because she did, it was paid for. Yeah, you're right. Okay. They were, the papas were good. They were really good. Yeah. That's the only time I eat potatoes. They were really good. Okay. Next thing is our YouTube event. So this is posted in our Boxer group, but I'm going to pass this around here. So those of you that have done our YouTube event, what it is, and actually I recruited Letty. Yes. So we got a testimony here. Letty is in our unit because she attended one of those events, y'all. Yes. I facialed her. I shared the opportunity. She was kind of like, nah, I don't really think it's for me right now. I'm like, okay. I just kept inviting her to things. So you guys, that is a key thing. When people are like, oh, it might be for me, but not right now. If you really believe in someone, keep inviting them to events. So I invited Letty to a YouTube event, and I about fell out of my chair when she said, I'm in. I want to do it.
$75.
And she won $75. Yeah. And that was when the kit was 90. I don't remember.
I think it was.
I think it paid for her kit,
Yeah.
a lot of her kit. So the gist of it, it's a big YouTube event. It's not just our unit, it's several units, but they're giving away some fabulous prizes, right? They're giving away the uni pizza thing. Letty, read off some of the prizes.
The Aura ring.
The Aura ring.
A bog bag.
Yeah, Aura ring, bog bag. I don't even know honestly what half of this trendy stuff is because I'm not like a girl who's like down for lots of lots of trendy stuff, but it's nice stuff and a Coach bag. So your cost is $10. $10, and you can enroll as many customers as you want. You can have 100 customers attend, people that you invite. They don't have to be a customer. I mean, just anybody. But it costs you $10. So you pay your $10 to me, and then you're enrolled. And then I'll put you in a Voxer group while I'll put the script. So there's a script for you to invite your customer. And you do need to get your customers, your guests' name and address, because if they win, they need a physical address to mail them their prizes. So, but this is something new. This is something they haven't done yet. They're doing some grand prizes for the consultants too. So yes, the guests are going to earn the Ninja cooler and the all of that stuff. But for consultants, they're also going to give away an uni pizza oven to one of the consultants, an Aura ring to one of the consultants, and a bog bag. That's pretty awesome. So that's something new that they haven't really done for consultants. It's mainly been prizes for guests. Well, now consultants can earn them too. How you earn them is by participating. And then I think you get like another entry for every guest who enrolls, who says they're going to come and you register. Yeah, it says there. Yeah, those are right there. One entry for joining the event and one entry for each guest you have registered. So I'm probably going to be one of the presenters. I usually am. And it's Thursday, June 13th, and it's all about skincare. So for the price, and I know those of you who put in the chat, like I know several of you have done this. Tanya's done this. Yvette's had guests on. Put it in the chat if you got results out of it. But
you still feel like the energy.
Even
though it's virtual, it's just, and that's what I loved about it when I went on as a guest.
Yeah.
The energy is.
So it's only $10 for us.
$10 for you to enroll, and you can have 50 million guests. Yeah. So if you missed what Letty said, she said, even though it's an online event, it's very exciting because it's on YouTube only. And you can see all the hundreds of people who are on and commenting. And it's just exciting. I don't know. There's just something about it.
People want to, we could still feel like how happy it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very exciting. So we do these about once a quarter, and I'm just privileged to be invited to do it. It's a lot of work, and thank God I don't have to do any of that administrative stuff. They're just like, you want to be on camera? Sure, I can do that. But don't make me do that other stuff. So it's for your benefit, really. And I mean, I know the consultants who have done it in the past have all had sales. And
I did it last time. I had sales and I had book a party.
Yeah, Letty said she had sales.
Remember with my book?
Oh my God. So and who signed up?
And then she signed up after.
Okay, so here's another true life story. I recruited Letty from one of those events. Letty sold product, booked a party with Amber, who Amber is her team member, who now has a team member. Yep. So these events work, but they work when you work. So how you work it is, number one, send me the $10, Cash App, Venmo, whatever. Then you're in, and then you do have to work the script. So that just it means sending it out, following up. But you guys, it's all text message mainly. It's a piece of cake, right? And half of the people that commit will come. So I've had like 20 people say, yeah, I'm coming because they see the prizes and they want to earn the prizes. But at the end of the day, only half came. So 10. But still, even with 10 people spending $50, that's, it's good money for a little bit of effort on your part. Okay. So that's that. I wanted to talk about that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is seminar. Who's registered for seminar? Who's planning on registering for seminar? Okay, well, let's talk about it. Audrey's like, what seminar? So seminar is our big conference. And I'm going to pass this around, Audrey, so you can write down the date. But Ruby's seminar is Friday, August 2nd through Monday, August 5th. It's in Dallas, Texas. Registration is open now. It is $250 to register. So, and registration closes July 1. So you have time, but I don't want you to let too much time go by where you're like, oh crud, now I don't have the money to register for seminar, right? Start putting the money away now. And I actually even have a savings plan that I could give you, Audrey, to help you just start planning for seminar. So the quickest expense, of course, is registration. And then after that would be hotel. And what we usually room, if you're okay with that, we usually room a couple girls to a room, right? It's like going to a sorority. We room a few girls to a room to cut down the cost. I've roomed with Lisette before, and I've roomed with Daisy at events. Yeah, we just room together. And you're really literally only sleeping in your room anyway, sleeping and getting ready because they keep you so busy. So, and we get a break with the hotel. Mary Kay gave us a room block. And so I always say the wrong thing. Is it Town Place Suites or Home Place Suites? Somebody corrected me. Put it in the chat if you know which one it is. I always say the wrong one, but it has free breakfast, free Starbucks coffee in the morning. Like you know me, I'm all about the deals. And they shuttle us for free from that hotel to the convention center. So you don't have to pay the park, all of that stuff. So want to remind you about seminar. And I have swag bags for the first 8 consultants on our team that register. And so far, I think only 4 have registered, or 3. Joe Alexander Grady, Annette Thomas, Midori Branch, and myself. So I don't get a swag bag. So 3. So there's 5 swag bags still to give out for the first 8 who register. And you guys, the one reason you'll want to be with our team at seminar is because we're always a top team. And so we have floor seating. It's like having floor seating at the Taylor Swift concert. Like you're right on the floor where all the action's taking place. And some of the consultants have the opportunity to earn a free red jacket, right? I know Letty's working on her free red jacket. Daisy's working on her free red jacket. And how you earn that red jacket, who can tell me? Oh, Jessica, that's right. Jessica and her husband are registered for seminar. How could I forget? He's registered because he's really excited about going to seminar. Don't you love a guy who's registered? I mean, like excited about going? He said, I think Jessica, can I say what he's excited about? She'll give me permission.
Of course.
Okay. So he told her that he's losing weight because she looks so beautiful and she got to cross the stage last year in the Princess Court of Sales, and he wants to look as great as she did. So he's losing weight so that he can get a new suit so he can be her escort for Princess Court. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause. Yes. And I forgot Jessica's right. Thank you, Jessica, for speaking up. Sometimes I don't always remember who's registered for what. So that is going on. So get yourself registered by July 1st is the cutoff. You can register on site, but it's more money. So don't do that. I'm all about saving money. Register before July 1st. And you obviously you don't have to pay for hotel till we go in August. So make your savings plan to start saving for your expenses. But one way that you can earn cash from me to help you out at seminar is for every Great Start qualified team member you had in April or May, your sales director, the one and only Valerie Lucio, is going to give you $30 when you go to seminar. Letty's already earned 30. Daisy's earned 60. Jessica's earned 30. So yeah, who else is interested in earning 30 bucks cash? Oh, Sierra. Sierra earned 30 because she has a great start qualified team member. So Sierra, when you go, you get 30 bucks cash for me. Ooh, I better start saving my money. I have to come out a lot of money, but I don't mind. I don't mind doing it because it helps you and it helps the team. Because Mary Kay has a promotion right now for our team. When we have 4 great start qualified team members this month, they're going to give us an extra 30,000 retail credit toward the Circle of Excellence. That's why I'm wearing this lei. Okay. Because when we're a Circle of Excellence team, then I get to go to Hawaii. And I'm really excited about that, you guys. Yeah. And so, yeah. Aloha to Maui. And yeah, so that's what Mary Kay's giving us. All right, beauty escapes. Okay. Is it Town Place Suites? Who said that? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I can't remember the name. I was getting it wrong. Town Place Suites. Town Place Suites. Thank you. And it's a nice hotel. Loved it. Yeah, it's like an apartment. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So everyone who did earn their SOAR like never before in March, April, and May. So you have till the end of this month, you get this from me. This is like your brush cleaner and your mat to wash your makeup brushes with. So if you know you were on target for that, Letty, Letty's on target? She's on target to earn it. Just need for this month and it's done. Awesome. And then so who else is on target today? You've earned your SOAR March, April, May, and you're going to earn it in June. No, I'm sorry, May. It's May. March, April, May. And you get this. Who else is on target to earn this? Let me know. Put it in the chat. I can check my reports, but yeah, this is when the consistency prize. And if you haven't seen this month's SOAR like never before, Deandra got hers in her order because she placed her Great Start Qualified order. But this is the bracelet for SOAR when you do 600 wholesale. So Audrey, you'll be earning this. Do you like silver? Yeah. Okay, there you go. So that will be that's the prize when you do 600 wholesale in the month of May. That's the prize from Mary Kay. Yep. And I think those are all the announcements. Oh wait, let me find my sticky because sometimes I miss them. All right. Seminar promos. Oh, okay, yes. So Beauty Escapes, we have Beauty Escapes here. If you're in town, okay, Yvette's on target. Yay, yes, Yvette has earned her SOAR every single month. Yvette is on target to earn the watch from Mary Kay because she's done it all year long. She's on target. And Jessica, are you also on target for the watch? Have you earned your SOAR all year long? Anyone who earned their SOAR from July 1st to June 30, Mary Kay's giving you a watch. It's a really cute Mary Kay watch. So put that in the chat if you're on target for that. I know both Jessica and Yvette have finished Queen's Court, the Princess Court of Sales. So that means at the pink party at seminar for the Mary Kay National Area, they will have special recognition. They've also earned their earrings from Mary Kay for that. And I'm sure there'll be some type of stage call. They always do some type of stage call where they'll cross the stage or have some special recognition at the Mary Kay National Awards night. So Beauty Escapes, that is this Saturday. We have a 10 a.m. skincare, 1:30 color. If you're local, highly recommend you get guests here. Audrey's gonna have her first party on Saturday. And so she has guests for the color party. So we're going to work that for her. I know Daisy has guests for Saturday. Who else is working on guests for Saturday? I am with Diana. And Diana is great. So Letty's working on guests and her new team member. Who else is working on guests for Saturday? Put it in the chat. I would love to see who's working on guests for Saturday. Let's pack the house. Let's have a great one because it's our last Beauty Escapes in May. So let me give you the Beauty Escape dates for June since we're at it. Since we have the Breakfast of Champions on the 8th, we're only going to have one party that day. It'll be after Beauty Escapes at 2 p.m. here. It'll be just skincare. So it'll be a Beauty Escapes with skincare and CC cream and mascara and lip gloss at 2 p.m. on the 8th. And then the last beauty escapes for our Mary Kay year, sounds so weird to say that, will be June 22nd. There'll be a 10 a.m. and a 1:30 p.m. on June 22nd. Okay? Because our Mary Kay year starts July 1. Yep, July 1. Also, something new that I'm trying for this summer, because, you know, as you can see, we've got 3 beautiful ladies in-house tonight, and we have 12 people online. So I know that summertime, our attendance tends to drop. And so one of the things I'm going to try for this summer is we are going to meet in person twice and virtual twice. So you can put this in your calendar. So we're going to meet on Zoom the 1st and the 3rd Monday of the month. So for June, it'll be June 3rd, virtual, June 17th, virtual. And in person will be June 10th and June 24th. June 10th and June 24th will be in person. So I would invite, please, everyone, if you can make it, if you're local, and you guys, it's summertime, so I get the people that don't like to drive at night, but the days are longer. Like when we get out of here at 8, it's still light outside. It's not dark. So please come if you can come, because I pay rent on this studio, and it'd be nice for us all to be together. With that being said, we are going to meet on the other side, on the smaller side, because we haven't been filling this place up, and it costs more for me to use this room. So we'll be using the smaller space, but I still want us to pack it out, right? So twice a month we can do that. Who can commit to coming in person twice a month? You can. Okay, good. All my girls here. Thank you very much. All right. And online. Okay, twice a month. Great. Fantastic. And then, you know, and virtual, we'll always have the virtual piece, but we'll all be virtual twice a month. Okay. So I wanted to share that. All right. All right. We got 30 minutes to share our book. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm going to let Letty do the honors. So I got a box this week, and I got this big old box for Mary Kay this week. And it took, normally I tear this box wide open, but I held a lot of self-control, and I put it in the corner of my room so I wouldn't open it. So since I know, Letty, your goal is to be a Mary Kay sales director, how can you come open this box for everyone to see? Here, I'll use my key. All right. So wait. Sure, I can see. Okay, so you open that box and tell us what's inside.
Oh, it's the Barbie jacket, the pink director jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, I should record that. Hold on. That's the new director suit. So Lenny, why don't you go ahead and take it off the hanger and try it on?
Yeah. Uh-oh. It's like tape
Is it
on the
sealed?
Well, it's just tape.
Oh, okay. Just tear it. Hopefully it fits me. I heard they're running a little small this year.
It looks a little for me.
You're smaller than me, girl. I hope it's big on you. That means it'll fit me.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So there are 2 styles of the jacket. There's the short jacket. I chose the longer jacket since I'm hippie.
Great.
All right.
Look at that pretty lining. I know it's so pretty. Look.
Ooh, it's
Look,
got
I
I got
green
pockets
lining.
inside.
Pockets inside.
Pocket.
Ooh, it fits you perfect. It's a little big on you, so that means you can get your size.
Really cute.
Oh, now button it up. Let's do it. Let's like a button. I don't know if I'll be able to button.
Oh yeah, it's you'll be able to button.
Oh, okay. Oh, it looks so good. Let me get some pictures now.
Okay.
With your tiara
Oh,
and your big jacket. I love it.
Oh, sash.
Uh-huh. Doesn't she look good in that pink coat, you guys? Let's see what everyone says. Oh, Daisy's getting emotional. Oh, yes, I know. Oh my gosh, I know.
It's so pretty.
It is gorgeous. So that is my prayer because, I had a goal, you guys. I've had this up all year. It was to have 5 new independent sales directors this year. Okay. So, and our year's over next month. So we may or may not have any finished by the end of June, but I know we certainly can have some DIQs, right? So who's working to DIQ? I know Daisy is. Yeah. Yeah. And look, okay, you know what? Let me just show them how pretty it looks. Yeah, go ahead. I just want you guys to see the buttons on this thing. It's pretty. She's pretty.
It is.
So everyone gets to be Barbie. So we're gonna see brown Barbies and Caucasian Barbies and light skin Barbies and dark Barbies and thick Barbies and thin Barbies and all kinds of shapes. I love it. And Mary Kay gives us the option of the jacket and we get to pair it with whatever we want. So that's how you get to put your own style on it. Like you get to put whatever you want with it. So they styled it. We saw it at seminar. It was like styled with a leather skirt or a floral skirt or I'm probably just gonna do string. Because I'm not adventurous. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna branch out that much. Oh yeah, I don't know if I could wear red. That would get me. I don't know. We'll see. There's a question. Will we have a meeting on the 27th? So we will not be meeting next Monday because it is. Thank you for asking. It is Memorial Day, so that's the 27th. So no meeting that day. Thank you for asking, Sierra. So yeah, enjoy your families, have fun. Most people have the day off, so that's your day to enjoy. So we will not meet. Our first meeting will be on June, what did I say it was? 3rd. Thank you, June 3rd. That'll be our first meeting on Zoom. Okay. Oh, I love it. Oh, Yvette saying, Letty, you can do it. Jamie said, looks great on you. Yay. Okay, so that is everything I wanted to share with you. Now, I'm going to sit down with the girls so we can talk about the book. Nope. Can you believe you guys? We're almost at the end of the book. We are on today's chapter 5. And then next week, the next one will be chapter 6. And so I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but I am going to ask some of you to lead, like talk about a chapter, because I feel like I'm always talking and I don't want to always be the one talking. So let me get my glasses and we'll assign who's going to take what part. Okay. I can see everybody. Okay, you should be able to see and hear it. Okay, so really quick before I forget, the last mindset that we're studying is mindset number 6, and then we're done with the book. And that is God has given me everything I need for the season I'm in. Yay. I love that one. So that one has chapter 22, chapter 23, chapter 24, and chapter 25. Okay, so it has 3 chapters. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 chapters. Okay, so who's actually reading? I know you're listening and reading to the book. Can I assign you a chapter? Sure. Okay, so Lisette has 22. And so you get to lead the discussion on 22. How about that? Okay. And then Letty, are you reading the book? Okay, so then you get chapter 23. Okay. To lead that. And then who online is reading the book? Because I would love to assign you a chapter. Jamie is? Okay, Jamie.
Oh yeah, Jamie's got the workbook.
Jamie's got the workbook. Can you do 24? You lead chapter 24. And then we got one more, chapter 25. Who wants it? Who's reading the book online that would like to lead a chapter? Tanya, is that you? What?
The chapters help you fail.
Yeah,
Who are we talking about today? Yeah, that's.
Oh,
the name of it.
wow. That's. Did you want to take that, Tanya?
We've been talking.
Okay, because you're on mute. I can't hear you.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Thank you, baby. All right, you got 25. Thank you, love.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Okay, so now that we have that assigned, and you have 2 whole weeks, because we won't be meeting next week. So you have till June 3rd to take your notes and be ready to lead. All right. But I have to say, mindset number 5, my joy is my job. I really liked that one. It really spoke to me because it talks a lot about our attitude. I don't know, maybe that's something I have to work with a lot myself. But we can't see Letty. Oh, we can. Okay, there's Letty. All right, so let's start with, we're on mindset number 5 and chapter 18, the hard work of happiness. So does anyone have any takeaways about this chapter? Basically, he starts by talking about, like, you are an emotional person. God made us to have emotions, but we're not meant to be, you're not your emotions. Like, God made us in his image, right? So that means we have an emotional God. He created us in his image. So he feels emotions, right? We know that by reading his word. He was angry. God's been angry. Jesus wept, but we're not our emotions. So he talks about, like, owning your emotions. So this part, he says, owning your emotions means that you are central to the process. Your joy is your job. Your attitude is your assignment. Your stability is your responsibility. It's nobody's job to make you happy. Your spouse doesn't have that obligation, or your kids, or your boss, or your dog. They can be there for you, but they can't shoulder the weight of your happiness. They would suffocate under that kind of expectation because your joy isn't within their jurisdiction. Only you can answer for your attitude. Wow. Anyone have anything they want to say about that chapter?
It's definitely made me recognize how many times I will step into oh, well, I'm in a bad mood because this person did this or this happened. Now I'm like, nope, it's my job. It's my responsibility. And whatever they did is their business.
Yeah. That's good. It's good that you catch it, though.
I kind of feel the same way from being at work I work in a dental office, and I notice a lot of times that other people want you to be mad with them, or they want you to be. It's rare that people want you to be joyful with them, and they're not living in joy, but they really want you to be mad with them, or they really want you to make somebody else wrong, or they really want, it's always like that. And that's when I have that. Someone taught us this phrase in the last couple of months. It was on some sort of something we learned, and they said, "Let them." Oh, remember? Yeah. And so that's one of those that I kind of take the last couple of weeks where they want you to be mad about whatever, and I'm just like, okay, let them, and I just let them, but I don't have to join in or anything like that because my joy is my happiness, and that's how I'm going to keep my happiness, is to not jump on board with them.
That's good.
And I think, well, for me, I've been having a lot of stressful situations at work, and I think I've had to take a step back. And even though I want to support my friends, I have to not, I have to also think about what I'm feeling and not get sucked into it. And so on here on 197, at the very bottom, it says, take authority over your attitudes, acknowledge the things that are rushing through your head and heart, and respond to them appropriately, intentionally, and maturely. And so using the wisdom, and just the other day, I think I was feeling, one of my friends called and she was really upset. And it was 7:15 in the morning.
Oh,
and she was driving.
Well,
yes, because the night before there was a huge text thread that was going on about stuff. And so it riled her up all night and then into the morning. And she was like, I'm ready to, she wanted to confront this one person. And I mean, I could have been like, yeah, do it. But I said, you know what? I said, time and place. I said, it's not the time. And so so she responded to our group text, and she's like, that I had talked her off a ledge. But really, it's just taking that, I have to go back to that maturely, because there are times when you're feeling a certain way and you're feeling like things are not fair, or it's not right, and you want to respond in a certain way, but is that the appropriate way to respond and time and place? And so it's not, I love how he says like you acknowledge it, but then you have the ability to respond. And so using that wisdom and discernment that he's given you to how do you respond in that? And a lot of times it's not go get him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Anyone else online have anything to say about this chapter before we move on to the next one?
I like how he had said that at one point. He said, "Someone stole my joy," and then the Holy Spirit convicted him of, they didn't steal it because it's yours.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility to hone in on that joy and know that your joy comes from Christ. It doesn't come from anything else. It comes from within. And like you said, God gave us those emotions, and so they're there. We just have to choose joy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Says God gives you a peace that the world can't give you. He gives you a joy that nobody can steal from you. So it's like the old gospel song. If the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. That it is our responsibility. Yeah. I haven't either, but,
Okay.
but it was quoted in there. Okay. Well, we got 15 more minutes. So let's move on to 19 with who's in your head. Oh, this is good. This is really good. You can't afford to let every voice have the same access to your attention and your emotions. If you're going to manage your joy, you have to manage your focus. Whose voice are you letting in? Right? Yeah. Who wants to share anything about this chapter?
That was a big wake up call for me, because it's like there's a lot going on in our family and in our life, and it's like so frustrating. And then it's like, but who are you listening to? It's like you just got to focus on who it is, like you said, who's getting in your head.
Yep.
And when the negative thoughts and the negative people are getting in your head, that's when you have to stop and listen to a positive podcast, or listen to, I find myself going back to this book and listening to parts of it over again, just to get myself back on blocking out the noise.
Yeah. So true. It says we need to learn to overcome fear and discouragement by meditating on what God says, speaking what God says, and doing what God says. There's a big difference to God between what you feel and who you are. Your condition is not your identity. So, like when he was telling Joshua, he's like, he didn't say, don't feel discouraged. He said, don't be discouraged. So you can feel the fear, you can feel the discouragement, but watch the words that leave your mouth. Don't say, well, I'm afraid. No, I feel fear. That's okay. You're going to feel the fear, but don't possess it like it's
you're
you.
not a fearful person.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
don't
fearful.
Live as a fearful person.
Right.
Right. But yes, I'm scared of the big black bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can fear that. But I'm not a fearful person.
Right. Or if you're discouraged about something in your business, instead of saying, I'm discouraged, I like, I feel discouragement right now. It's a feeling. It will go. Just like it comes, it will go. You're going to say something.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I love that it talks about joy. It's my favorite word.
It is.
I really do always think about, like, it's up to me to protect my joy. Like, because people would love to have it. Make sure that I protect it.
Yeah.
I think at the end when he says that God was saying, Joshua, in order to be strong, in order to stay encouraged, You need to narrow your focus. Don't just do whatever comes into your head or whatever people tell you to do. Obey the word, speak the word, meditate on the word, focus your faith on the path I laid out for you, and you'll be successful. I mean, that's just anything that, we're facing, right? It always goes back to God's word, obeying his word, speaking his word, and meditating on his word, focusing on what he has for us, not the problem, right? Or whatever it's coming at us with the world.
That's good. Anyone online want to share anything? Well then,
I'm sorry. One of the things for me is that in order to stay focused, if you are around people that are negative, then you need to step away from negative people. We need to try to keep as much positivity in our lives as we can.
amen.
So sometimes you have to step away from negative people. I have some friends, since I've been in Mary Kay, I've had to take a couple of steps back from them, and when I hear them talk negative, I don't say anything. Basically, I pray, because for me, prayer changes things. It changes me, and it may help to change that person also.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, I love how he says along the lines with that, he said, you don't have to accept every negative thought that pops into your head. So not just what's in your head, but what's around you. Like, you don't have to accept it. It's a choice, right? And I love that it's just a reminder to ourselves. And I think, like me, I'm a big people pleaser. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want people to be mad, but it's just a matter of like, well, what's going to be good for my spirit right now? And that's hard sometimes, because I want to support, like, especially they're my friends, right? But then I have to take that step back, because it's not helping me now. And if I'm not good, I'm not good for anybody. Yep. So right. Guard your heart.
Guard your heart. I don't know the scripture off the top of my head. Maybe one of you do, but it says, above all things, guard your heart, right? Because out of your heart flows the issues of life. It affects everything. Yeah.
It's so hard for me to stay focused on that and know when I'm, shutting down, or am I protecting my heart? It's always
Yeah.
that
What's the
kind of
difference?
question. Am I being too harsh and not being compassionate because I shut them down and don't want to hear it? But at the same time, it's very hard for me to not let the negativity affect me, because I am very empathetic and I tend to take on people's emotions. So that kind of going along with when and where I giving myself permission to not only do stuff like that, but even promote my business, like you were saying earlier, Valerie. It's that line of what really strikes the right chord in your heart, and then you question yourself. And so it's definitely helped me stay focused on just go back to praying, just go back to the word, and keeping that as my compass.
Yeah, that's good.
I like the part that you said earlier too about acknowledging, because sometimes that diffuses the situation just enough. And so there's times where, I'll acknowledge as far as like, man, that does stink. I'm so sorry that's happening. And then the way that I kind of take it back for myself is I'll say, well, for me, I'm not saying for you, I'm just saying for me. And I'll always say, for me, what I tend to do is, and then I just say whatever like positive thing that I would do, and just kind of add that in there. Like, with your friend who's all hot at 7:15
In the morning.
Because you can acknowledge it, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you had to be up all night with this. That part stinks. For me, girl, that's when I just have to pray on it. Or for me, that's when I just have to say my favorite phrase or whatever. But that's where because for me, all of that I just said is how I protect my joy. Like those are my steps. I can acknowledge you and whatever you've got going on. And then I can tell you what I would do for me. There's my own little part of advice or trying to impart wisdom that you were saying. And then from there, I just have to hold my joy.
Yeah. Or you could just be like, girl, I don't know, but let's just pray about it.
Right? Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, like I don't know what you're gonna do about your husband, but you know what? Let's just pray about it.
Right.
Let's just pray right now. And that's like literally the best thing you could do.
Yeah. That definitely stops the riffraff of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're being sucked into the drama of it.
Right.
Yeah. Protecting your joy, protecting your heart. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead, Jessica.
Okay, this whole chapter has brought to mind something my sister used to tell me when I would make poor decisions with the company that I would keep. She would say, don't let someone live rent-free in your mind if you wouldn't let them live rent-free in your home.
Wow. I like
good.
it.
That's good. Yeah.
I like
No. All right, we've got 5 minutes to do the last two chapters. Okay, so chapter 20 talks about gratefulness. A grateful heart is a stable heart. I love it. I love gratefulness. Because it will snap you out of a bad mindset really quick. But for those of you that didn't read the book, I'm going to show you what he said to do. So he said his daughter helped him come up with this. You hold your hand and you name 8 things that you're grateful for. You start in the outer edge of your finger. So be like, okay, I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful to have breath in my lungs today. I'm grateful that I can move my body. I'm grateful for my team. I'm grateful for my customers. Anyway, so by the time you get over, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get to 8 things by the time you get to your thumb that you're grateful for. And by the time you've gone through 8 things, you know, hopefully your attitude is improved. Yeah, you've had that shift. So I thought that was a great practice because we've all heard about a gratitude journal or something, but you have to write something. And, you know, maybe you didn't have time to do it that day. Or you talked about if you do it in your phone, maybe his phone is the thing that's causing him angst because all the stuff coming to him through his phone. But everyone's got a hand. Well, not everybody, but a lot of us have a hand. We could do that. I thought it was a very simple way. What else did you guys like about this chapter? Please.
The girls that I mentor, have them do a gratitude journal. So every time I meet with them, we have them to the gratitude journal and then the positive affirmations at the end, just so that they can, let's think about all the great things.
Yeah. Right.
And that has really helped them. So
Yeah.
just gratitude is a big part of getting over a lot of things.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful. I mean, if it works with little kids, work with us.
Right? And I think that with gratitude, sometimes I think it starts very surface.
Yeah.
When you start like really doing it on a regular basis, it gets deeper.
Yes.
So like my daughter, she's 13 and I'm really trying to help her work on her, how she sees herself and how God sees her. And so I keep telling her, you are loved, you are worthy, you are enough. I always tell her, right? That's my prayer when we have her. But I asked her, like, what are 3 things you're grateful for today? And she's like, my bed. Yeah. And I'm like, pretty soon I'm hoping we'll get into like more things, but it's just kind of like, she's like, you drive me to school, my breakfast, just like that. But I'm hoping as we get more, because I've heard, and just from experience, like for me, it does get deeper as you actually really think about it regularly.
Yes. That's a good point. Well, for those of us who have kids or grandkids, I think that's a great practice. That was something I learned from a book I read too about doing with kids. And so I remember when Alana was in middle school and I had to drive her to the bus stop every day because she was busing to a school for dual language. And so we did that. And I told her 3 things, but they had to be different every day because you'd want to pick the same 3 things. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for, and they're like, no, it has to be something different every day. And that was really hard for her. But it was really good for her because she woke up super grumpy because she's not a morning person. She'd be a grouch, like just not nice to be around in the morning. And it would cause her to have to shift her attitude because I'm like, okay, the only thing we're going to say is the 3 things you're grateful for. I have to do it again. Yes, you do. And they have to be different from yesterday. So, but it's something to try, especially if you have grumpy people in your house.
It's like one of the side notes he put on here is a thankful heart is one of the few things that can match the velocity and force of negative thoughts.
True.
It does an end run around the negativity and gets you back to the goodness and grace of God.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, and he said you can't stop bad thoughts from coming, so don't try to stop them. Instead, stabilize them. And how do you stabilize them? With gratitude. Yeah. Anyone else get anything from this? Oh, there's one more thing I underlined. You're not just being grateful for things. You're being grateful to the one who gave them to you. That is something sometimes that gets stripped away when gratitude is taught as a practice. We shouldn't be grateful to the thing. We're grateful to the God who gives the thing. And if he takes it away, he can give us another one. There's a deep inner stability in that kind of faith. Yeah, that's good. Anyone else? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Parting thoughts? We didn't get to talk about the last one about ugly faith, but hopefully you've had a chance to read it or go back and read it.
Trust.
Oh, what did I say? Ugly trust. Ugly trust. But he said ugly stands for until God lifts you. Until God lifts you. That's what ugly trust is. Until God lifts you. Because in due time, he will. Not always on our timeline, but he will. Doesn't leave us. Doesn't leave us in the lurch. He won't leave us there. Right? All right, guys. Well, it is 8 o'clock. So I'll see you in 2 weeks on Zoom only. Mindset number 6. God has given me everything I need for the season I'm in. We're going to finish this book, wrap this up, the mindsets. And how many of you got something like this has been valuable to you? You're glad we've done this. Yeah, me too. So we'll have to do another. We won't do another one right away, but we will do another one. We'll get back to some Mary Kay basics in the new year. All right. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.